Welcome to Cincinnati Bengals Genius Show. I'm your host, Eddie Nashville. NFL announced, or Pro Football Hall of Fame announced, that 20 new inductees will be hitting the class next year. And they're going to induct a lot of the older dudes who haven't been in yet. And this is a perfect time to get Ken Riley and Kenny Anderson in the discussions because they deserve to be there. Let's start with Ken Riley. 65 interceptions, puts him top 10 all time. All the other 9 guys are already in the Hall of Fame with the exception of Charles Woodson, who isn't eligible yet. He will be in the Hall of Fame. And Darren Sharper, who is, locked up. So everyone else is in there, and Ken Riley should be there too. And he's also a cornerback, which makes it more difficult to get interceptions than, say, a safety. And he has more interceptions than Ed Reed and Ronnie Lott. So the Rattler, that's a no-brainer. Now let's talk about our boy Kenny Anderson. He's more than just a sexy mustache. That guy should definitely be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm going to make the argument why. First of all, the guy has been a league MVP. Incredibly accurate. He led the NFL in percentage completion percentage of the season, 70%, which still ranks in the top 6 of all time. If you think about it, it wasn't all that dinking and dunking that's going on now. Kenny Anderson, very accurate quarterback. He had the huge games, like the big hype games. The Freezer Bowl is a legendary game, the coldest wind chill ever, and he performed fantastic. He outdueled Dan Fouts. Dan Fouts is in the Hall of Fame, as is Warren Moon. Neither one of them have even been to a Super Bowl. Yes, they have more yards passing than Kenny Anderson, but they don't got them feet, baby. Kenny Anderson had them sweet feet, over 2,000 yards rushing. The guy was a dual threat. He started drafted in 1971. The team began in 1968, so it was basically an expansion quarterback. And he stuck with them. And back in the 70s, man, they would beat them receivers to death. It wasn't like it is nowadays. So the fact that he's over 32,000 yards is big time impressive. The guy should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. He played in a smaller market, which it affects him. And he didn't get that Super Bowl win, but there's guys there that haven't even been to the big game. And in that Super Bowl, he was lights out, man. He had over 300 yards passing. There's a lot of turnovers, a lot of things like that, mistakes. So Kenny Anderson should be in the Hall of Fame, and I hope you guys in the media, like Boomer Esiason, Chris Collinsworth, you guys should be actively pushing for those guys to get in. A legendary, everyone knows Bill Walsh, of course, responsible for the West Coast offense. He was a huge Kenny Anderson fan. Said he was one of the best forward passers he's ever seen in his life. So get Kenny Anderson in there. Get Ken Riley in there. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like. Come on, Cincinnati. Let's get it done. Hoo-day. Thanks for watching.